Right, good morning everyone, I hope we're well. Starting this video off looking like a zombie because it's literally like 3 minutes after I've waken up, taking my body weight, and now I'm taking my supplements, ready to crack on with today. So welcome back to the YouTube. We have got a full day of eating / day in the life. I'll be training legs today as well. My left quad is a little bit dodgy, I've been getting rehab and stuff on it, so I'll show you the aftermath of like the cupping that's been done on my legs. I've got big polka dots on my legs, but we'll see how that goes. I'm going to take you through a full day of eating, my routine, and just take you along throughout my day in general. So I hope we all enjoy. I'm going to take my supplements just now, get my Rise and Shine ready, everything ready to go, and I'll explain that in a wee second, but enjoy. So in this little capsule, we've got omega-3s, we've got vitamin C, multivitamins, vitamin E, and vitamin D3 plus K2. So as the standard supplements I'm taking for the time being. My prolactin's a little bit high. I got my bloods done 17.5 nanomole test for all those fake natty accusers out there. But I couldn't take the P5P anymore to try and get my prolactin down because it was making me like violently ill. So back to just my usual with a little bit of extra vitamin E in here, but cheers. Done. Right, hopefully I'm looking a little bit more presentable. I'm out of the shower now, got all my supplements ready in terms of the liquid ones. So we've got in here Rise and Shine, a little bit of Hydroflow just for taste. If you've got Rise and Shine and Hydroflow, mix a little bit of the both of them, slaps. And then some glutathione max. So that's in here, and then in this little one we've got basic. So this is HR Labs kind of like, it's the creatine formula, but it's also got loads of other stuff in it. Pico 2, beta alanine, beta anhydrous. It's got loads of different things that are going to help boost performance pretty much. So that's in there. A quick little yap through the rest of the supplements as well. So the ones that you see me taking, the little pills and stuff, the omega-3s are to help with kind of joint health. The vitamin C is to boost the immune system and kind of act as an antioxidant. The multivitamins is simply to get in the vitamins and minerals that I won't get through my diet. What else have I got? Vitamin E, again, that's to help bring down my prolactin from when I got my bloods done. It was a little bit high. I'm trying to think what else I've got. Vitamin D3 plus K2. So K2 I believe is like uptake of calcium, and then the vitamin D, because I live in shitty Scotland, then we don't get much sun, so actually supplementing vitamin D is going to help a lot. So that's that. The kind of big bottle here with Rise and Shine, Hydroflow and Glutathione Max. Glutathione Max again is also going to boost the immune system as an antioxidant, stop me from getting ill and then fight off illness when I do have it. The Hydroflow and the Rise and Shine helps you with focus, energy and hydration first thing in the morning. Hydroflow just helps a little bit with hydration again, so it's like the ultimate formula, that all putting that together. And then basic, obviously we've chatted through that. So yeah, that's all the supplements. I'm going to crack on with work. I think the time right now is about 7:20. Woke up at 6:30, and I've just been recording some of this stuff, getting all the B-roll for it as well. Evan will like that, my cameraman terminology, sorry. The rest of the stuff I've just been kind of preparing some check-ins, and now I'm going to continue to do so. I'm going to go out for like a 20-minute walk, 20 minutes, a half an hour walk. I always do that, then come back in and eat my meal so my stomach's kind of ready for it and I can prepare all my check-ins. So yeah, that's that, and I'll catch you when I catch you. So, start of the full day of eating. We have got meal number 1, 200 grams of sourdough bread. I will lightly toast this. Make little sandwiches with the bacon medallions, which are in the air fryer just now. I've recorded all of that. I recorded this before, but my AirPods weren't working, so you couldn't really hear me. So yeah, I'm going to whack 2 sandwiches, so 2 bits of bacon medallion in each, and then this little bit I'm just going to scran on its own. So 200 grams of sourdough bread, 4 bacon medallions, and then I don't know if you can see it, I don't want it to all fall off the plate. But we've got raisins here, 40 grams of raisins, very easy to get your carbohydrates. And I've also realised that I forgot to actually mention how many calories I'm eating, what the macros are, so on and so forth, for this full day of eating. So today's a training day, first training day of the week is Monday today. So I will have around 4,000 calories on this day. I know a lot of people in prep that are watching this will be, oh my god, that's amazing. When you get there, like, I don't necessarily like massively enjoy it, I don't hate it, like it's just, that is what it is, it's a bit of a chore to get the food in. I'm not one of those people that likes eating a lot of food in prep, obviously I did. But now I'm kind of chilling. I've got, I think the macronutrients, I don't know exactly because I just eat my meal plan. I don't know, I can't tell you the exact macros of it, but we're somewhere in the range of 200 grams of protein, 650 grams of carbs, and I believe about 60 grams of fat. So 4,000 calories a day. Meal number one, we'll get the macronutrients up on the screen when I show you it. Macronutrients and the calories. And yeah, so that's all. I'll see you soon. Right, so the time is 10 to 9, I think. I've got 7 check-ins to do. I have 7 to 8 check-ins pretty much each day, 5 times per week, so Monday through to Friday. And then once I finish my check-ins, I go on to prep my pre-workout meal and do some form feedback while doing so. So we'll get on to that. I'm going to crack through these check-ins just now, and then it's wrap and chips time. That's the big one, so stay around for that. Right, we are back with meal number 2. So pre-workout meal, I've got my lovely chips ready here, ready to make my wrap and chips. Pretty much, I think this meal is about 190 grams of carbohydrates. So I'll have wrap and chips, there's 650 grams of potatoes there, 100 grams of chicken, whack that in a wrap. And then I also have a bagel with jam as well. It's a bagel thin, sorry. So 190 grams of carbs or so, pre-workout meal. I'll have this, sit and watch some Young Sheldon up on this TV behind me here. Best part of my day, and then we'll head off to train legs. But yeah, I'll link the wrap and chips tutorial video below so you can get a full in-depth one, because we'd be going on for about 5 minutes here if I showed you or told you how to make the whole thing. But there's a full in-depth video on my Instagram meals, so I'll link that below. And yeah, so next time I'll see you, probably just be heading off to the gym, then in for a big leg session. Now, mid-video, shameless plug for pretty much everything that I've been speaking about. First of all, Pit Stop Nutrition for all of the supplements, code Josh10, get on that. All in Bodybuilding, got it doubled up here, tripled up here actually. We've got the All In Studios, then we've got the All In Hoodie, this one here, and then we've got All In Joggies as well. So yeah, All In plug, code JoshC, and then coaching wise, a good chance to talk about Freddie actually. I've just done his check-in there. He sends photos over nearly every morning at the moment because he's 2 weeks out. So just now he's in a really good spot. He was ill for a little bit there. We've managed to wash that fatigue off, and now he's pretty much back to his best in stage condition, in a really good spot. We're going to look to get a little bit sharper, then we're going to linearly load into the show pretty much. So for about a week or so, just slowly adding in carbohydrates, like a lot of people tend to do, like really aggressive carb loads on like a day or two, then fat loading this and that. I think there's no point in all that shit. It's literally just get fresher, get fuller. If you're ready, if the fat is off, and if you're ready, you're just going to slowly get fuller, sharper, bigger and better throughout the week. So yeah, that's the plan for him. If anyone wants to get coached by me, another shameless plug, this is the final one of the video. There should be a link in my bio in the Instagram profile that I have, and also on my YouTube channel kind of bio as well. So yeah, that's all. And I'm going to show you my wrap and chips and head to the gym. Oh shit, pre-workout and intra-workout supplementation. So I've got all of it ready here. This is my intra-workout, so the big ass bottle. So I've got 30 grams of Carb-X, again, Pit Stop Nutrition, code Josh10, boom boom. Carb-X, so just simply that's a solid carb powder, which is just powdered carbohydrates. Now that's going to keep my glycogen stores replenished during the session. So as you train, you burn through your glycogen, your carbohydrates that you've had pre-workout. So to keep them kind of a little bit fuller, you have that there and you drink it throughout the session, so you've kind of got those carbs coming in. You get maltodextrin and select-dextrin. I massively prefer select-dextrin. So I'm going to give this a good old shake. Turns out like this. But yeah, I massively prefer select-dextrin, simply because it's going to digest a lot better. It doesn't taste like, they don't really either taste much, but it feels like less kind of like syrupy, less goopy, and it sits better in your stomach. It doesn't cause as much GI stress, so as much kind of stress within your gut itself. Then along with that, in here I've got HydroFlow. Now especially with it being warmer, this is something I've been saying to clients so much recently, because they're saying, oh yeah, I feel absolutely knackered during my sessions, like halfway through, because they'll sweat a lot more and they're losing those electrolytes when it's a lot warmer outside, because it's like 20+ degrees a lot of the time right now. So HydroFlow, or some form of hydration product, put that in your intra-workout while you train. It keeps things coming in, it keeps obviously the carbs coming in through the Carb-X, and then it keeps like hydration, electrolytes coming in through the HydroFlow. So perfect pretty much for intra-workout. And then in both this and my pre-workout, I will put a couple grains of pink Himalayan salt, again just to help with hydration and blood flow in general. So pre-workout, if we move this to the side, pre-workout, I have got HR Labs DFib, so that is their stim based pre-workout. You'll be able to see, I don't know how much you will be able to see, but it's very much blue inside. Tastes really nice though, the DFib. So I've got the iced blue slush because it seemed like the most boring and bland flavour, because I'm not a big crazy like bubblegum pink cola bottles or something. That sounds disgusting to me. So yeah, iced blue slush, really nice. That's got, with what I put in, I put like half to 3/4 of a scoop, and that's usually around like 100 milligrams to I think about 125, 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's about the most I can do before I start feeling all anxious within the gym. Then superhuman pump, just to improve blood flow. I usually don't take too much on a leg day, but I accidentally put a full scoop in today, is what it is. But it just helps blood flow in general. Like if you can actually get more blood into the muscle itself, it's going to make each movement more effective. My volume isn't crazy high on this leg session, so I can get away with it. So yeah, that is intra-workout and pre-workout. Now we're going to head to the gym, and I'll catch you there. Right guys, so voiceover for all of these training clips to give you a little bit of insight into what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and my thought process behind everything. So first of all, ab crunch. I train abs at the start of 3 sessions a week and the end of 1 session. So abs 4 times a week. If you want to have a good set of abs, that's not going to happen just from like eating in a calorie deficit. A lot of people say abs are made in the kitchen. No, abs, like every other muscle group, are made within the gym and revealed within the kitchen. So yeah, make sure you train them. Focus on spinal flexion, spinal extension. As you can see here, I'm actually arching my back and really curving over my body, the spine, instead of just simply lowering my upper body like up and downwards. And I've also got that sandbag behind my calves to make sure I'm a little bit more stable and I can get the most out of this. These feel really good. I get 3 sets here and onto the calf raises. Second exercise, calf raises. So looking to spend a good amount of time in a lengthened position here. When you come down, stretch out as much as you can, get those heels as low to the ground as possible. I'm only coming up about 3/4 of the way because I've got like some quite bad tibialis pain at the moment. So if I try to like contract all the way upwards, it kind of flares that up a little bit, but I would still look to get full range of motion. You can hear Brandon shouting in the background at someone doing a hack squat. I can't remember who it was at the time, but calves, abs, adductors, stuff like this, like where people would usually maybe whack it at the end and not put a lot of effort into it, I put at the start to make sure that doesn't happen. If you've got something at the start, you're going to be mentally fresh, physically fresh, so it means those weak areas where people usually get, again, the weak points because it's at the end of the session, I put at the start to kind of eliminate that happening. Now, I did forget to record the adductors, so I apologise for that, but for adductors, I just do 2 sets there. Now, we're on to the leg extensions. So as you see, getting into this with a little mat in front of my shins, seatbelt around my waist, seatbelt to keep me much more stable. I've got my pull strap as well. Some people might think this is just overload, overkill, like it doesn't really matter, but like realistically it's going to make me a lot more stable and allow me to get a lot more out of it. My hips don't shoot up and I can take it to failure a lot better. The little shin pads in front of me allows me to get more range of motion at the bottom, get more from the movement. But overall, none of this stuff, anything I'm even speaking about throughout this whole video, throughout this whole voiceover, matters if you're not training to actual failure, as I am here. So yeah, make sure you're fucking training hard before you worry about all this other stuff. But once you are doing that, this does definitely help with it and allow you to get a lot more out of these movements. On to the worst exercise I've ever kind of done, the worst machine even, sorry. This hamstring plate load seated hamstring curl. Resistance profile is pretty mince, but can still make a lot kind of out of it. Just making sure again tempo's on the ball and intensity is there. So this has a little seatbelt on it as well to keep you more stable. I actually like, if someone's got this and they hate it, something to make it slightly better. Push yourself up into the seatbelt, don't pull yourself down with the handles, push yourself up into it so that your hips stay exactly where they are instead of kind of getting launched about a little bit. But with this, again, just thinking about keeping it controlled, still being relatively aggressive on the way down, but there is that massive sticking point in the middle there which is really hard to get past, and once you've hit it, like there's no chance you get past it if you go for another rep there. So yeah, hamstring curls. First, a big boy, big hitter of the day, as pretty much the time of recording this, now about 2 weeks later, a week and a half later. I don't have the hat squat in anymore. I can't do any form of squatting pattern because my left quads is pretty mashed in. But what I'm thinking about doing here is creating as much knee flexion as possible, doing that through getting my feet as low as possible without a stupid excessive heel lift. So you'll see, like, as I start to push up, my heels will elevate a teeny bit if you look down the bottom of the screen. But again, feet are low in the pads, my knees are constantly travelling forwards. You'll see a lot of people do these, and in that bottom position their knees travel backwards, and that actually drops tension off of the quads. I want you, when you're doing these, to make sure you get those feet as low as possible, that you pause down in that bottom position as I'm doing here. You're not jerking out of it, you're not catapulting out of it. It's like a bungee jump when you go down, loads of tension builds up and you kind of bounce out that bottom position. That's not what you want to do. You want to make the most of it, make sure that you control it. Here I had to leave a rep in reserve because my quads started to get really irritated. As you'll see, chalking up here, chalk's definitely something that I would recommend using for a lot of people. Improves your training a lot because again, it's just going to improve stability. I can pull myself down harder without slipping, and it means I'm just locked into the exercise a lot more. But with your leg press, again, same situation. It's a quad bias movement. You're looking to get as much knee flexion as possible, feet as low as you can, control it. I like to call it marinating in the bottom position. I've been saying that to my clients a lot recently, making sure you make the most out of it, because you're going to get a lot of stimulus in that bottom position. If you're coming down and coming straight back out of it, you're not going to be getting a great deal from that. So make sure your range of motion is there, but you're also spending time in the bottom position. I also get asked a lot why I have the mats behind me, and it's just with a lot of people that don't understand the mechanics of it. Technically, the reason for it is to get more depth, but it's not because like it allows people to just randomly get more depth. It's only if you're already bottoming out the machine itself. So when I don't have those mats there, like there's a little stopper on the machine, and it makes me stop about 3/4 of the way down. I need to boost myself higher and further up the seat and kind of further in front to make sure that I can create more range of motion, kind of like availability through the machine. So that's the reason that they're there. You do not need mats if you're not already bottoming out the machine itself. So that was a top set there, 4 plates. I call it 4 plates, it's 25s, it's just because that's what we use for this leg press. But 4 25s and a 15, I think that was for around somewhere 8 to 10ish reps. This back off set, this is absolutely disgusting. This is a 12 to 15 with a 2-second pause. Ruins me, but again, gotta grow some big quads. My quads are pretty rubbish, so I need to do that, and again, still being relatively careful here. So we have got the post-workout meal. I think the time right now, we're looking at 5:45, so yeah, it's pretty late. Just a long session. The leg session is always pretty long. I'm a little bit behind in general due to filming this. I usually get in quite like a flow with my work, and it is interrupted by just like stopping to film every now and again. But yeah, post-workout meal, and also putting up the Instagram posts of training usually takes a little bit to write up, to edit all the clips and stuff. But post-workout, first of all, we have got 250 grams of jasmine rice. So that's just a packet of rice. It's not 250 grams of raw weight rice. Like, that'd be outrageous. So yeah, we've got a full packet of rice here, 100 grams of chicken, and 25 grams of sweet chili sauce. And I've seasoned the rice with a little bit of pepper and salt. There's 5 grains of pink Himalayan salt on pretty much every meal. First meal, the bacon's relatively salty anyway, so I don't have that. But yeah, chicken's always seasoned with a good bit of pink Himalayan salt. Now, the other plates that we have here, I don't know what this angle's looking like or what's going on here. I'm just kind of guessing because I'm holding my phone in the opposite direction. I could definitely get some better equipment for these. I'll try and do that for going forwards. But we've got bread rolls to have along with the chicken and rice. That's 50 grams of carbs, easy. Bagel and jam. So 20 grams of jam, full bagel. You're looking at about 60 grams of carbs. And then 75 grams of banana to top it off. So that takes it to 225 grams of carbs this meal. Again, we'll whack the macronutrients on the screen just now. But overall, scan this meal just now. While watching the golf, my boy Rory McIlroy, where are we? We're on the TV there. McIlroy wins this one. So yeah, shout out to the boy because he's definitely watching this. Well done, Rory. But yeah, I'm going to scan this just now, crack on with some work. Got a lot of form feedback to do, and I'm probably going to prep the Q&A as well that I'm going to be doing, so look out for that video too. But yeah, I think that's everything, and I'll catch you in the next meal. Right, final meal of the day. You'll see me now with my blue light blockers on. Beautiful. Fashion that is. But blue light blockers before someone comments it, because I know someone's asked for my Q&A, so you're getting a premature answer here, because I think this video will be out before it. But pretty much helps you get to sleep. The blocks of blue lights that comes from screens like phones, laptops, TVs, so on and so forth. that blue light stops you from being able to switch to the kind of parasympathetic state within your mind, so being able to wind down. It stops you from being able to get to sleep as well, and kind of takes away from the quality of your sleep. So blue light blockers, you get these for 10 to 15 quid on Amazon, and they've lasted me like 2 years and they're spot on. So had my Unwind from Chain by JP, so that's another supplement that I've got that I've kind of forgot to show, but I can't be bothered going and picking it up. I'm absolutely battered after that leg session. It's always a tough one, and it was obviously really good, so like I'll do it in the voice and everything, kind of talk about it, but it was good to be able to get on the hack squat again and actually get something out of it. Sad news is we're probably going to change it out because it's still kind of aggravating my quad a little bit, but to be able to actually get more stimulus from that leg session in general was brilliant. It's been a while since I've just felt zombified after that Monday leg session, but it's been missed. You know, it feels weird not having that, so I'm yapping as usual. But last meal, now that we're all kind of ready to get to bed, we have got chicken and pasta here. I'm just going to make sure that you guys can actually see that. There we go. Lovely. So again, the ingredients, the weights, the everything, the macronutrients will be on the screen as usual. But this is the final meal. It's about 8 o'clock just now. I'll be going to sleep for 9:30. I get very boring days, to be honest. It literally just consists of wake up, eat, work, train, work. That's it. With a few walks in between here and there. So yeah, that's all. Hopefully you've enjoyed. Keep an eye out for the Q&A. That should be coming soon. And again, a lot more content coming at you guys. You will most likely have the Friday leg session from Future Fitness before this video, and it's going to be weekly content. So please do subscribe. Share this on your stories as well. That helps me massively and helps grow the YouTube channel massively. So if you can share this on your story, tag me and I can repost it. That's a really good way to get it around kind of people that you know as well. More people can start to watch, so on and so forth. So don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz. But apart from that, have a good night everyone, and goodbye.